Welcome to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like force evaluation prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness.
Indeed, we are CAF Fitness. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness Studios powered by PSP. I am your host, Coach Saul. Like always, have water nearby, have space to work out in, and if there's any movements that don't agree with you and your body, let me know in the comments so I can give you alternatives for those movements. Okay, today's going to be a mobility session. We're going to be doing a bit of a flow mobility, like a yoga flow session. So if there's any moves that you need to change or altered, just let me know, either in the comments or log on to Zoom. Me and Frank, we have a good Zoom thing going on. And so if you want to join us on Zoom, make sure you can be interactive. Like you can just turn your mic on and just be like, yo, Coach Saul, enough of that. Okay? Anyways, on to the French. Oh yeah, baby. Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans les studios Les Facs en forme propulsés par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ces mouvements-là. Aujourd'hui, on va faire un flux de mobilité. Et si jamais il y a des mouvements que vous voulez changer ou peut-être il vous manque un petit peu d'amplitude de mouvement, dites-moi soit dans les commentaires ou connectez-vous sur Zoom avec moi et Frank parce que nous sommes d'habitude, comme souvent, on est tout seul, juste les deux et c'est énorme d'avoir l'interaction, pas non seulement pour moi parce que j'adore avoir un ami sur l'écran avec moi, mais aussi pour vous, si jamais vous voulez changer quelque chose dans l'entraînement et vous ne savez pas quoi faire, vous pouvez juste allumer votre micro et me demander. OK? Alors, quelque chose à garder en tête. Merci d'être si nombreux. Je vois beaucoup de gens sur Instagram, sur YouTube, Facebook. Avant de commencer, veuillez lire l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran en ce moment. Et c'est aussi disponible dans la description de cette vidéo. Please read please read our, I forget what it's called, disclaimer before beginning this workout. It's available on the screen right now or in the description section. Finally, there's a Wordly link in the chat right now. Make sure that you click on that if you're looking for subtitles, or you can mute me and have me speaking whatever language you'd like. But please note that this content is being translated using AI-based tools. And while we strive for accuracy, AI translations may not capture all the nuances of the original language. OK, alors il y a un lien dans le chat pour Wordly. Cliquez dessus si vous voulez des sous-titres ou bien vous pouvez me muter et me faire parler n'importe quelle langue vous voulez. Mais remarquez que ce contenu est traduit à l'aide des outils basés sur l'intelligence artificielle. Et bien que nous nous efforçons d'être précis, les traductions par IA peuvent ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. And just like that, we're done all of the spiel at the beginning, and we're going to get started. So like I said, we're going to do like kind of a yoga flow, okay? Make sure that you take your time, move within your own capacity, and let's do this. We're going to start off with some breathing, okay? But we're just going to be taking a few deep breaths. We're not going to be doing our box out breathing until the end later on, okay? So I want everyone just to, you can either put your hands like this, or you can put your hands like this, or whatever you want. Okay, I'm going to put my hands like this. As we inhale, I'm going to open nice and wide. Okay, lifting my lungs up as high as possible, letting them inflate as much as possible, and then bringing my hands back in the center on the exhale. Okay, you can follow me or you can do as you wish. Okay, inhale. And exhale. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more time. Inhale. Out through the mouth. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now I want you to join me in a deep inhale with arms above the head, and then we're going to reverse swan dive right down to the floor if you can. If not, then grab on your ankles, your knees, your shins, whatever you can reach. And just relax as you exhale. Now I want you to bend your knees and then roll up one vertebra at a time back to a standing position. Your chin comes off your chest, and if you're anything like me, a bead of sweat drips off your nose. Again, deep breath. And reverse swan dive down. Bend the knees and roll up one vertebra at a time. And make sure as you're doing your exhale, make sure you really empty your lungs all the way out. Make sure you inflate your lungs as far as you can as well. Okay, deep breath. And exhale. Grabbing onto your ankles, your knees, your shins, your calves, whatever you got, or putting your hands on the floor is good as well. This time, I want us to inhale as we come up halfway, hands on the knees back straight, and exhale back down as low as possible. Okay. Inhale and exhale, folding forward again. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Once more, inhale, exhale. Now walk your hands forward a little bit if you want. Walk your feet back a little bit, and let's go into downward facing dog. Really pushing your head through your shoulders and arms. And we're breathing in this position. Good. Now I want us to come down into cobra position. So bring your hips forward. If this is a little bit too much extension in your lower back, then you can go down onto your elbows. 3 deep breaths here. And in answer to the question everyone's asking themselves, are we going to stretch the legs after that workout? Yes, we are. Curl the toes back under. Let's get back into downward facing dog. Okay, alors chien tête basse. Quelques grandes respirations dans cette position. On met la tête entre les bras, les oreilles à côté des biceps. Encore une fois, on baisse les hanches au sol, doucement, et on se met dans une position de cobra. Et je veux que vos genoux touchent au sol. Ok, je ne veux pas que vous travaillez comme je ne veux pas que vos bras sont trop. Je ne veux pas que vous travaillez trop avec vos bras dans cette position. Alors, baissez vos genoux au sol. Okay, remontez les fessiers dans l'air. Quelques grandes respirations ici. On met une jambe au centre et on lève la jambe opposée dans les airs. On amène maintenant le genou entre les poignets et on met le genou arrière au sol. Alors, on prend la position pigeon. So we're going to go into a nice pigeon pose here. Bringing the hips as far forward and as far down as possible. Trying to achieve 90 degrees with that front leg. If your hips are tight like mine, you may not be able to quite hit that 90 degrees yet, but we're presently working on achieving that. Couple more deep breaths here. And then we're going to go back to that nice downward facing dog pose. And if you ever have like sinus, if your sinuses are all plugged up, Downward dog, just hold that for like a minute. Oh, baby. Those nostrils are going to be leaking, I'll tell you what. All right, curl the back toes under. Frank agrees with me. Come on back to a downward facing dog. Hey, take a few deep breaths here. Prenez des grandes respirations dans cette position. Mettez l'autre pied au centre et on lève la jambe opposée dans les airs. Prenez quelques grandes respirations. Et on amène le genou entre les poignets. Et on baisse les hanches le plus que possible, mais on veut rester carré au-dessus de notre tibia. Et je ne veux pas que vous tombez sur les fessiers d'un côté ou l'autre. Très bien. Respirez, respirez. Grande respiration. Je veux que vous contrôlez vos respirations et que vous inspirez par le nez et que vous expirez par la bouche. On recourbe les orteils et on revient dans la position chien tête basse. Prenez quelques respirations. Et cette fois-ci, au lieu d'élever la jambe, on va tout simplement amener le genou directement dans la position pigeon. Lorsque vous êtes là, si jamais vous avez quelque chose comme le canapé ou quelque chose pour mettre le pied dessus, vous pouvez faire ça. Sinon, on attrape soit la manche de notre pantalon ou bien, je ne sais pas si ça s'appelle une manche, mais on attrape les pantalons ou bien la cheville et on se tient debout, on se redresse dans cette position de pigeon complet. Si, comme j'ai dit, si jamais vous n'atteignez pas cette position, vous pouvez soit mettre le pied sur le canapé ou quelque chose, ou bien mettre un élastique de résistance ou une serviette autour de la cheville pour l'élever et étirer les cuisses. Okay, so if you have a couch or something like that to put your foot on in this position, you can, or you can even put it against the wall. But if you don't have anything, you can always wrap a t-shirt around or an elastic band around your leg, or you can grab onto your pant leg. I hope while I'm talking, you all are breathing. I hope so. Okay, release that back leg nice and slowly. Okay, or come off the wall or the couch or whatever it is. We're switching legs. On change de jambe. Alors, on va retrousser les orteils. On revient dans la position chien tête basse avant de passer à l'autre côté. Okay, so we're going to come back to the downward facing dog stretch before switching to the other side. That's it. Now we're going to bring the other knee between the wrists without lifting our leg. And then we're going to sit here nice and low. Okay, make sure you're in a stable position. I forgot to mention on the other side, hopefully you have something stable to hold on to if you have trouble balancing in this position. Okay, back foot comes off the floor. We're going to grab onto that foot. And we're going to hold it there. We're going to try and sit up as much as possible. We're going to try and drive those hips forward and down while we hold that back foot up. And like I said, back foot can go against the wall, can go against the couch, it can go against anything that's going to help it come up. That way, the hips can stay extended and we can stretch out the quads. 3, 2, 1. Release nice and slowly. Make sure you're breathing, people. Make sure you're breathing. We're going to come back to the downward facing dog. So curl your back toes under and going back to that downward facing dog. Now we're going to go down to the knees. We're going to do a couple cat-cows because why not? So knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. Okay? As we inhale, we're going to arch the back. And as we exhale, we're going to round the back. Okay? Deep breath. Inhale, arch. And exhale, bring those hips towards the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, round that back as much as possible. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Very good. Staying in this all fours position. Alors, restez à quatre pattes sur les genoux et les mains. On va passer une main en dessous des côtes et on va mettre la tête et l'épaule au sol. Si ça vous fait du bien, restez là sans aucune modification, mais si vous cherchez encore plus d'étirement, appuyez le dos de la main au sol pour un étirement plus actif et vous sentirez plus dans entre les omoplates et la colonne vertébrale, comme les rhomboïdes par exemple. 3, 2, 1. Come on back. That position. We're going to switch over to the other side. Twist and reach through. And we're going to stay here. If you're looking for a more active stretch, you can push the back of your hand against the floor. Get it a little bit more active. Really want to feel the space between our spine and our shoulder blades. Omoplates, how do we translate that? Scapula. Okay. Our rhomboids, for example. Come on back to that neutral position on all fours. And you know me, I like to stretch out the wrists, okay? Not only because my forearms are tight, but because I'm working on a computer all the time. So hands and the floor in front of you, wide fingers. Écartez vos doigts avec les mains au sol devant vous. Here we're going to rock forward and back. On va basculer vers l'avant, puis vers l'arrière. And we're going to send ourselves backwards using those spread fingertips, pushing them into the floor. Okay? Alors, pour nous envoyer vers l'arrière, on appuie les mains au sol, les doigts au sol qui sont écartés. C'est ça, très bien. 3, 2, 1, et on va retourner les mains. Okay, so we're going to turn the hands towards us now, fingers towards us. Now, let's say you can't reach here, that's fine. Go as far as you can, even if it's a 45-degree angle, for example. Okay? So rock forward and back, and as you rock back, push yourself forward using those spread fingertips. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Put the backs of your hands on the floor now, fingers facing one another, and then I just want you to rock side to side. Okay, alors l'arrière des mains au sol, avec les doigts qui pointent l'un vers l'autre. Et on va basculer de droite à gauche. Okay, so we're going to rock from left to right. Very good. And shake it out. All right, everyone, I want us on our back now. Okay? Everybody on our back. Okay? And I want us to reach the legs down as far as possible and the arms up as high as possible. Okay? Some of us may have trouble doing this position, but I want our lower back to stay on the floor. I want our legs fully extended down low, okay, even with your toes pointed if you can, and then your arms fully extended over top. So even me, right, and I say even me, it's not like I'm a flexibility expert here or a mobility expert here, but reaching over the top makes me want to arch my back, but I'm going to consciously make sure I'm pushing my lower back into the floor, reaching my arms over top, and holding there. And release. You can arch your back, bend your legs, bend your arms, do whatever you got to do. And we're going to get back into that position in 3, 2, 1, and reach. Push your low back into the floor. Keep those legs straight below. And relax. Woo! Okay, we got one more of those. So deep breath here. Here we go. Here we go. Deep breath. 3, 2, 1, and over the top. And relax. Okay, now what I want us to do is I want us to shift our hips over to one side. So bend your knees, pliez les genoux et pas laissez tomber, mais bougez vos hanches vers la gauche, on dirait. Okay? On laisse tomber les genoux un par-dessus l'autre. On met la main au-dessus du genou en haut. On allonge le bras gauche devant nous et on prend une grande respiration, deep breath, et on ouvre la cage thoracique en faisant une torsion. On essaie de toucher les deux omoplates au sol. Okay, so with the knees stacked on the side this way, I want you to open up and try and touch both shoulder blades to the ground. Reaching back in front again, inhale. And exhale and open up nice and wide. Twist, twist, twist. Holding it there. Bringing the arm back forward again. Deep breath. And exhale, open up nice and wide. You're actively trying to twist, keeping the knees on the ground, trying to get both shoulder blades to the floor. And relax, come on back in the front. Now from here, I want you to bring your knees up towards the middle, towards the ceiling, I should say. Shift your hips nice and carefully over to the other side. Okay, let the knees fall. Put your hand on top of the knees. Reach your arm in front of you, deep breath. And open up that thoracic spine. Make sure you're comfortable, unlike me. Okay, reaching forward again. Deep breath. And opening up, twisting, reaching both shoulder blades to the floor. Keeping the knees stacked, one on top of the other. Again, reaching forward, inhale, and open up. That's it. Coming back to the front. Now from here, you're going to bring the knees up towards the ceiling and then move your hips back to center. Then what I want us to do, not windshield wipers like 90 cents, but I just want you to let your hips fall from one side to the other, because when we stay in a long period of time in a twisted position, kind of helps to get the blood flowing back where it's supposed to be. Okay, so just let your knees fall from one side to the other. It doesn't have to be a huge range of motion. Vous n'êtes pas obligé d'avoir une pleine amplitude ici. On veut juste laisser le sang circuler de nouveau, comme il faut. Ok, très bien. On met une jambe tendue en bas. L'autre genou, on l'amène à la poitrine et on le tient là. On le tient là pendant quelques secondes, pendant quelques respirations, je devrais dire. On garde le bas du dos collé au sol. On garde la jambe complètement tendue et en contact avec le sol. Alors, je ne veux pas comme la jambe pliée comme ça. Je veux la jambe complètement tendue et au sol. 3, 2, 1. On change de jambe. Alors, on allonge cette jambe-là. L'autre jambe, on l'amène vers la poitrine. Et je prends des grandes respirations. Joignez-vous à moi pour les grandes respirations. Très bien. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Et cette fois-ci, on met la jambe que nous venons juste de tenir, on met ça au sol avec le genou plié. On amène la cheville opposée, on le met par-dessus, la cuisse opposée. On passe la main à travers le triangle que nous venons juste de créer et on attrape les ischio-jambiers et on se couche au sol et on tient cette position-là. Si jamais il vous manque un petit peu d'amplitude, tendre votre jambe afin de toujours garder un petit figure 4 dans la jambe pliée. And switching to the other side now. So foot on the ground, putting your opposite foot on the opposite quads or thigh, I should say. And you're going to reach through, grab around the back of your leg, around your hamstrings, and laying back and pulling the upper leg in towards you. And if you're ever missing a bit of range of motion here, you can always straighten your leg to keep the figure 4 pattern. Okay? But if you can afford to, just let your leg relax on the bottom here. And relax, come slowly out of that stretch. Okay, we're going to do one more thing on our back before we sit up, and that is going to be happy baby. So you can either grab your big toe, okay, vous pouvez prendre votre grand orteil, ou bien le bas des pieds, ou si vous ne pouvez pas atteindre les pieds, on attrape les chevilles, ou les tibias, ou les arrières des genoux, et on amène les genoux vers les oreilles. Okay, so we're going to grab the feet, or the shins, or the calves, or the in behind your thighs. Ideally, though, you grab your feet and you drive your knees in towards your armpits or even towards your ears. And then from here, you can rock side to side, a little back massage for your erectors. Your QLs. Okay, really pull in. Okay, now you can play around a little bit, straighten your legs a little bit if you want, kind of doing the splits. Oh, sorry, I lied. This is not going to be the last thing we do on our back. We're going to do one more thing before we sit up after this one. Okay, so you do what you got to do, stretch, pull those knees in towards you, just like a happy baby. Breathe, and 3, 2, 1. Let go of one foot. Now, if you need to, wrap a t-shirt or a towel or something like that, or an elastic band around your foot, or you're holding onto the inside of your foot or your big toe, and you're letting your foot fall to the side to stretch the inside of the leg, your adductors. Okay, what are you trying to do here? You're trying to keep your entire back on the floor. As you can see, I'm kind of losing that battle, okay, because my leg is heavy. So you're trying to keep that, you're keeping at all costs your leg straight, but you're trying to keep your back completely on the floor while letting your foot fall to the outside. Alors, il faut garder la jambe complètement étendue et on essaie également de garder le dos complètement au sol. Mais si vous ne réussirez pas, ne vous inquiétez pas. Trois, deux, un. On lâche les orteils. On plie le genou, on le ramène vers nous et on va atteindre les orteils sur l'autre côté ou bien le pied et on va laisser tomber la jambe de l'autre côté. Breathe, people, now. Three, two, one. Come on back, nice and slowly, and release your foot. Awesome. Okay, that was the last thing we're going to do on our back. I promise. We can sit up now. On peut se redresser. Okay, on va prendre soin maintenant. On a fait beaucoup de squats le mardi. Alors, on amène. On va plier la jambe droite. On va le mettre en arrière. Okay, le tibia au sol. Et on veut se coucher vers l'arrière. On veut nous incliner vers l'arrière. Okay. Moi, je suis bien sur le coude, mais si jamais vous atteignez Oh, la position sur l'épaule, très bien. Mais sinon, ce n'est pas grave. On n'est pas obligé de se coucher jusqu'au sol avec l'épaule. Vous pouvez également étendre le bras opposé, ou en fait le même bras au-dessus de la tête. Contractez les fessiers. Respirez, souriez. Nice job. Et on change de jambe. Alors, étendre cette jambe-là. Redressez-vous en premier. Étendre cette jambe-là. L'autre jambe en arrière. Et on se met soit sur le coude, sur l'épaule. Mais peu importe quelle position vous tenez, si vous contractez vos fessiers, si vous allongez le bras au-dessus de la tête, peu importe quelle position vous tenez, il faut que vous respirez. Je sais que je le dis souvent, mais c'est tellement important de respirer. Il y a tellement de gens qui me disent « Ah, ça m'a fait du bien de faire une séance de mobilité. Ouais, je suis tellement relax après d'avoir fait. » Oui, savez-vous pourquoi? C'est parce que devant vos ordi ou pendant que vous travaillez, peu importe ce que vous faites comme métier, il y a un pourcentage probablement de 99,9% des gens ne respirent pas profondément pendant leur journée de travail. Et c'est pour ça que ça fait tellement du bien de faire de la mobilité, parce que je vous force de respirer. Je vous suggère de respirer. Alors, pendant la journée, prenez quelques minutes juste pour respirer. Ça va faire du bien. Ça va baisser vos niveaux de cortisol, de stress. Et ça va vous aider juste à avoir une meilleure journée, je crois. Okay, so you got to breathe. Mobility forces you to breathe. Okay, we can sit up now. And we can come back to a butterfly position here. Butterfly position with the feet in front of you, bottom of the feet touching. We're holding on to the feet, or if you have enough mobility and flexibility, you can push down on your knees. But as I always say when we do this position, I am unable to right now hold this position without holding onto my feet. So if you're like me, you just flap them in the wind, flap the wings in the wind, or you push down on your knees with your elbows. If you're flexible in this sense, then you can push down on your knees with your hands. Okay? Grande respiration. So like I was saying in French, I'll repeat it in English because it begs repeating. Breathing is so important. Make sure you're breathing, holding whatever position it is. People tell me all the time, like, oh, yes, I love mobility sessions. I feel so good afterwards. Like, I feel so relaxed afterwards, like I could take a nap. Well, the reason for that, the reason your mood has been boosted so much and you feel so relaxed and less stressed and stuff like that is because I'm forcing you to breathe. Well, I'm suggesting that you breathe the entire class. I'm saying it so much that you guys are probably frustrated with me saying in through the nose, out through the mouth, right? But it's so important, right? I guarantee 99.9% of people, whether you're working at a desk, working construction, working outside, working in the fields, like if you're out doing an exercise or something like that, right? I guarantee 99.9% of people don't take a few minutes and breathe deeply. You breathe because you got to live. You got to breathe to live, but you don't consciously make an effort to breathe in, hold it for a couple seconds, breathe out, right? Okay. From here, I want you to extend one leg and keep the other leg in. Take a deep breath. Two options here. Either reach both hands straight to the side or hold the opposite knee with your opposite hand, or the opposite shin, I should say, and then reach over top. Totally up to you. And sitting up, let's switch sides now. Extend and bend. And then we have two options, reaching both hands to the same spot here, or cupping that shin, reaching over top with the opposite hand. And sitting up. Nice job, everyone. Last thing I'm going to say is we can go down to a child's pose, sit back on the knees, reach forward with the hands, press the head through the arms, and breathe. While you're in that child's pose, let me tell you some announcements. You can take whatever position. Frank, he's going into the happy baby stretch because he likes it, and he's going to breathe from there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. No comments on Instagram, no comments today on Facebook or YouTube either. That's okay. Quick reminder, everyone, that today is the 29th of May. You know what that means? That means that we only have 2 days left, well, 3 days if you count today, left in May, and 3 days left in the Summer Ready Challenge. Summer Ready Challenge goes until the 31st, rather, but you don't have to submit your calendars until a few days after, I think June the 4th. Don't quote me on that, but if you go to the QR code, download your calendar, it'll tell you exactly how many. So if you double up or triple up the days and complete all the workouts and find the mystery words, you'll still be eligible to win some Calf Fitness prizes. I get 3, 4, 5 emails a week, depending on the week, asking me, is this open to civilians? Yes, all Calf Fitness programs and initiatives are available for civilians. Okay, alors toutes les promotions, les initiatives des facs en forme sont ouvertes pour les civils. Ok, alors gardez ça en tête quand vous voyez une promotion ou quelque chose. Ok, alors le défi prêt pour l'été, il nous reste 3 jours dans le mois de mai, mais il ne faut pas soumettre le calendrier jusqu'au 4e juin, je crois. Sinon, c'est le 6 juin. Anyway, de toute façon, allez télécharger votre calendrier si vous ne l'avez pas fait déjà. Okay? Mettez tous les mots mystères pour pouvoir avoir la chance à gagner les prix fac en forme. Okay? Les lots de prix, en fait. Second thing, Calf Fitness Games, it's coming up. It's announced. And guess what? We already have 167 last I counted. We're probably going to get to 200 today because yesterday we got like over 70 registrations. We've already got 167, which means that we already have the first prize winners. So if you registered in the first 150 people to sign up for the Calf Fitness Games, you have qualified to win a Velcro patch, which we're going to send out at the end because maybe you're going to win more things. We don't have to ship things. We don't want to have to ship things twice. So anyways, all that to say, Calf Fitness Games is here. On a déjà les gagnants des 150 premiers à inscrire. Ils ont déjà reçu leur courriel qu'ils ont gagné des patchs de Velcro, les jeux fac en forme. Ce n'est pas pour porter sur les uniformes par contre. C'est juste pour les sacs à dos ou les vestes avec de poids, les vestes chargées ou quoi que ce soit. Mais oui, également, c'est cool. We still have, though, at the end 25 prize packs to win, okay? Not to mention the competition itself. So the competition itself, you're going to compete. You're going to try and get as high as you can on the leaderboard, but the prizes are not awarded to first, second, third place. Prizes are awarded to a random draw. So the more workouts you do, the more chances you have of winning a prize in the CAF Fitness Games. All right, if you do all 3 workouts and you submit your video and everything, then you're going to win. You're going to have 3 chances. If you do 1, you'll still have 1, but more chances if you participate in the whole thing and invite your friends and family. It's open to everyone, every Canadian citizen. Sorry, you have to be a citizen of Canada. Okay, all right. Ça c'est tout pour moi aujourd'hui, ou pour la semaine d'ailleurs. Alors, j'espère que vous j'espère que vous allez passer une merveilleuse week-end et on se voit lundi. I hope everyone will have an amazing rest of your day, amazing weekend, and we'll see you on Monday for some force prep. Sign up for the CAF Fitness Games, okay? Scan that QR code on the screen right now. Sign up for the CAF Fitness Games, and we'll see you on the leaderboard. All right? Take care, everyone. Have an amazing day. Thank you for stretching with me. Thank you for breathing with me. Keep smiling. Bye-bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté d'Espace. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres d'Espace. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires, en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les FAC en forme.